Each year, the game development competition hosted by SMS Power, the go-to site for Sega's 8-bit consoles, challenges creators around the globe to push their creativity and skills to the limit. Among the standout entries for this 2025 edition, one title clearly deserves the spotlight: LUNAR Skirmish, which quickly established itself as one of the most ambitious games of the year. Developed by Iruiz00, a well-known name in the homebrew scene, this shoot-'em-up draws inspiration from classic arcade shooters of the 80s and 90s, while openly aiming to stretch the Master System's technical capabilities. On a more personal note, LUNAR Skirmish is also the culmination of a long-held dream. After picking up Gaiaris on the recommendation of a shopkeeper in Malaga some 30 years ago, the developer swore he'd one day create a long, technical, and epic shoot-'em-up of his own. After several abandoned attempts, it's fair to say he came pretty close, if not fully delivered. Let's be clear, LUNAR Skirmish wears its influences on its sleeve: Gradius, R-Type, Thunder Force 3, and especially Aero Blasters, from which it appears to borrow some graphical assets. This is probably the one area where its homebrew nature shows through, but to stop there would be reductive, because overall, this turbocharged shooter stands tall alongside many commercial releases from the era. Designed to run in both 50Hz and 60Hz modes, the game impresses first and foremost with its technical execution, layered scrolling, parallax effects, simulated transparency, and a surprising number of on-screen sprites, all with virtually no flicker. Sure, there are some slowdowns during the most intense moments, but those actually help with readability. I was also struck by the quality of the level design, which shows unexpected maturity. The first 4 stages in particular are masterclasses in pacing and structure. They smartly alternate between traditional shooting phases, trap segments, dodging sequences, and shifts between horizontal and vertical scrolling. Each stage introduces a unique vibe and mechanic, keeping the experience fresh. And the bosses? No disappointments there either. Despite some recognizable visual borrowings from other titles, their patterns are varied, and each encounter demands a different strategy. All of this is backed by a surprisingly fantastic soundtrack for the Master System. And I say that as someone who really dislikes the console's sound chip. I'll gladly tip my hat to the composer here. It's superb work, plain and simple. The weapon system, while conventional, is smartly designed and well-balanced. It revolves around a basic choice between a frontal shot and a spread shot, both of which can be powered up 3 times. You'll also find a good variety of items: a rotating module, speed ups and downs, a protective barrier, and extra lives. Each pickup has a clear purpose, and their synergy is solid. There's just one questionable design choice: power-ups appear randomly. This can make the early game frustrating. Failing to grab a speed up quickly leaves your ship painfully slow. I also think there's a missing mid-speed between the first and second speed-up levels. The jump in speed is quite drastic and often leads to accidental collisions. Still, with its 6 fully realized stages, LUNAR Skirmish is an undeniable gem, one that could fairly be called the Eartheon of the Master System. Far from being a simple retro homage, it's a vivid demonstration of how far the homebrew scene can push a 35-year-old console. Now available in its version 56 build, the game may still evolve in the weeks to come, possibly even leading to a physical release. LUNAR Skirmish is a passionate, polished, and powerful tribute to the shoot-'em-up genre.